Hi guys, this video is going to be educational. As you have noticed it by title, this time I am going to tell you about some components and key points from which you should go through to interpret and understand the drama effectively. It doesn't matter you are a teacher or a student, if you make this point clear, you can teach or learn it by yourself effectively. So let's dive into it. The first thing is writer. Writer of the story is main pillar. He or she should be studied to know that what he wants to convey. Every time a writer writes, he or she conveys something. Is he conveying something about himself to us or about the society? It should be known to get the base, meaning and the theme of that story. The second thing which is connected to a writer is why he wrote this. There is always a reason and that a writer writes something. It can be personal or some sort of need of that time. Reason will make it more clearly to us and we can read it more effectively when we will know the reason behind it, that why he wrote this. The third key point which is connected to a writer is his life and the role of his life in the story. Life of a writer usually contributes something in story. Sometimes it can be autobiographical or just biographical story too. His lifestyle, thinking and beliefs can impact the story very deeply. The second component of this process is context. Context is a frame that surrounds the event and provides resources for its appropriate interpretation. So we are going to study about the context of the story itself. Context of the story should be clear in order to teach or learn effectively. If it's not clear, there will be ambiguity in it and it will blur meanings and interpretations too. Then the second thing is the context of references in the story. Writer uses references to make his or her story more effective and epic. Writer borrows these references from other language or from other writers' piece of art to show the connectivity of the story to references to make it clear to his reader. The third main component of this process is the title. The title is a mirror of every drama or novel. It should be crystal clear to see the real image of its inside. So it should be clear by these components. Let's take a look. The first one is its name. It should be clear without any ambiguity. If there is doubt, it will reduce the taste of the story. The second thing which is connected to the title is the context of the title. As I told you that the context is a frame that surrounds the events and provides resources for its appropriate interpretation. Context of the title will clear also the context of the story and its meaning too. It provides that how and where, in which circumstances this novel or drama was written. The third thing which is connected to the title is we should know whether connected to a character or not. Another factor which plays a key role in it is that whether it is connected to any character or special symbol, just like Hamlet by William Shakespeare, which is named on its hero, also named as the Hamlet. If it's connected to its character, it will be easy to understand in some way. The last thing you should know about the title, that is it symbolizing something. Yes, it should be clear that is it symbolizing something or connected to any symbol, which will also help to interpret the story. Because a writer uses symbols to make it natural in order to make it clear to the reader. The next thing which I'm going to tell you about is that the characters of that drama are novel. The first thing that you should know about the characters is that their personality. Personality of characters shows their behavior, nature and thinking style, which will make it easy for you to understand their personality and their role. The second thing is the role of that characters. Every role plays a key role in the story. Role shows whether they are good, evil or the middle person. Are they destructive or not? It will make easy the story even in pre-reading phase, that you will know that their role will be like this in that story. Then it comes to that the characters are symbolizing something or not. Sometimes the characters are connected to specific symbols. Both symbolize each other to show their connectivity to each other, just like the Juno of the Paycock, in which the Paycock is symbolizing the character of Captain Jack Boyle, which shows that both just went around and just do nothing. Then the next thing which comes to the characters is the connection or relationship with other characters. hierarchy of anything makes it clear to anyone, and anyone can interpret it easily that who is connected to who. So in drama and novel, connection and hierarchy, if it's given, should be clear in order to learn different part of the story easily. Because when you will know their connection to each other, then you will be able to know the parts of the story connected to them. The next thing which come in this way is the themes of the drama or novel. The most common contemporary understanding of theme is an idea or point that is central to a story, which can often be summed in a single word, for example, love, death, or betrayal. There are two types of themes, major themes and the minor themes. Major themes are the main pillar of every story on which the story is based. Understanding of these will lead you to different interpretation of the same story, and it will help you to know the characters too. Minor themes play supporting roles just like the character to complete and support the story. The next component is the style. That the first thing in come in this way is the use of language and the figurative language. Language makes a story epic or epic fail too. As like sublime language makes anything more epic and bold. So writer used best language for his story. He also uses figurative language. Figurative language uses figures of speech to be more effective, persuasive, and impactful. For example, simile, metaphor, alliteration, or hyperbole. The next thing, which is the pessimistic or optimistic approach to the story of the writer. It's a kind of approach that a writer has to life, whether it's pessimistic or optimistic. It will make you to conclude the story as whole, that it is positive or negative approach. It will show you the behavior of a writer too about their life. Then it comes to the conclusion. Everything should be clear which has been described up. After learning or teaching all these things, your student or yourself will be crystal clear about it, and you will be able to even write about that story as research. All these things which are described up are concluded by me, and I have seen it and I have experienced it. If there is something that I have left, let me know please. Subscribe and share to show your support to the Factual Panda.